So I don't make recommendations unless I've read the book, seen the movie, listened to the music, whatever it may be. But in this case, I am actually going to make a recommendation for a book that I think is very worth your while. And I'll give reasons why I'm actually making this recommendation without having read the book itself. So it's called On Our Best Behavior, and the subtitle is The 7 Deadly Sins and the Price Women Pay to Be Good. It is written by Elise Loehnen. Now, the reason why I can recommend this with full confidence without actually having read the book is because I know Elise. Not only do I know Elise, for give or take almost 3 years, I guess at this point, I've been witness to her writing the book. Now, what does that mean? Have I been involved in any sort of way? No. She is a host that I work with on her podcast, Pulling the Thread, and through sort of all the various recordings and so forth, we've chatted about the book. She's chatted about the book with guests on her show and stuff like that. And, I started to kind of understand what the book was about. And the more I did, the more intrigued I was and so forth. And, there's a lot that I knew that it would have to offer, right? And especially because I've worked with Elise. She's very thoughtful and always tries to bring value. And the questions she asks on her podcasts are very deep and nuanced, ones that a lot of people don't even consider. And she's able to kind of mesh various ideas and form something new. So for all those reasons, I knew that she could deliver. And she's actually been a ghostwriter of basically, I think before writing this, about 10 books. So it's not like this is her first book ever. It just happens to be her first book with her name on it. Okay? And yeah, that's why I'm excited. I really love working with Elise. I think she brings a lot of value and, with everything that she does. And so this is something that, took her a long time to create. She put a lot of research into this. As someone who's written books myself, I know the difficulties involved. And so, yeah, I think if this sounds of any interest, I would highly, highly recommend it. Here, I'll just read kind of from the jacket itself, just a little bit. Why do women equate self-denial with being good? We congratulate ourselves when we resist the donut in the office break room. We celebrate our restraint when we hold back from sending an email in anger. We feel virtuous when we wake up at dawn to get a jump on the day. We put others' needs ahead of our own and believe this makes us exemplary. In On Our Best Behavior, journalist Elise Loehnen explains that these impulses, often lauded as unselfish, distinctly feminine instincts are actually ingrained in us by a culture that reaps the benefits via an extraordinarily effective collection of mores known as the 7 Deadly Sins. One more paragraph. Since being codified by the Christian Church in the 4th century, the 7 deadly sins, pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth, have exerted insidious power. Even today, in our largely secular, persistently patriarchal society, they continue to circumscribe women's behavior. For example, seeing sloth as sinful leads women to deny themselves rest. A fear of gluttony drives them to ignore their appetites, and an aversion to greed prevents them from negotiating for themselves and contributes to the 55% gender wealth gap. So it is a fascinating look at our society, but not only that, it offers a way through it, essentially. So I highly, highly recommend it. It is available on Amazon and bookstores and stuff like that. So, go check it out. And when you do, let me know what you think.